Epiphany, a sudden realization or insight. Revelation, insight, awakening. He had an epiphany about his purpose in life. During meditation, she experienced an epiphany about her relationships. The solution came to him like a sudden epiphany. Enigma, something or someone that is mysterious, puzzling, or difficult to understand. Mystery, riddle, conundrum. Despite years of research, the Bermuda Triangle remains an enigma. Her sudden disappearance was an enigma to everyone. He was an enigma. Brilliant yet utterly unpredictable. Epitome, a perfect example or embodiment of a quality or type. Embodiment, representation, exemplar. She is the epitome of grace and elegance. The small town was the epitome of quiet rural life. His arrogance was the epitome of poor leadership. Epitaph, a short text honoring a deceased person, usually inscribed on a tombstone. Inscription, commemoration, memorial. The epitaph read, "Beloved father and friend." She wrote her own epitaph before passing. His epitaph captured the essence of his humorous spirit. Erudite, having or showing deep scholarly knowledge. Learned, intellectual, well-read. The professor was an erudite scholar in classical literature. Her erudite comments impressed the panel of experts. They had an erudite discussion about ancient philosophy, formative, serving to shape or influence development. Developmental, shaping, influential. His formative years were spent in the countryside. The coach played a formative role in her growth as an athlete. Those experiences were formative in building her character. Holistic, focusing on the whole rather than just parts. Comprehensive, integrated, all-encompassing. The doctor took a holistic approach to healing. Education should consider the holistic development of a child. They offered a holistic view of the company's operations. Homonym, a word that sounds or is spelled the same as another, but has a different meaning. Homograph, homophone, doublet. Bear, as in animal, and bear, as in to carry, are homonyms. Homonyms often confuse language learners. She taught her students how to distinguish between common homonyms. Hubris, excessive pride or self-confidence. Arrogance, conceit, vanity. His hubris led to his political downfall. Greek tragedies often revolve around the hubris of the hero. She was punished for her hubris and defiance. Incongruous, out of place or not in harmony with the surroundings. Inconsistent, mismatched, inappropriate. His casual outfit looked incongruous at the formal dinner. There was something incongruous about her cheerful tone and the grim news. The old sculpture seemed incongruous in the modern gallery. Infamy, the state of being known for a negative reason or evil deed. Notoriety, disgrace, dishonor. The dictator's name lives on in infamy. He gained infamy for cheating in the championship. Their actions brought infamy to the entire organization. Initiation, the act of beginning something or being formally accepted. Induction, commencement, inauguration. The ceremony marked his initiation into the fraternity. Every new employee goes through an initiation period. Initiation into adulthood varies across cultures. Rubric, a set of instructions or a guide for assessment or classification. Guideline, criteria, protocol. The teacher provided a grading rubric for the essay. Under the rubric of safety, new policies were implemented. The rubric made expectations clear for all students. Sardonic, grimly mocking or cynical. Scornful, sarcastic, derisive. He gave a sardonic smile when she failed. Her sardonic humor made some people uncomfortable. The critic's review was filled with sardonic wit. Satire, the use of humor or ridicule to expose flaws in society or individuals. Parody, lampoon, mockery. The play is a sharp satire of political corruption. She wrote a satire that cleverly mocked modern consumerism. Satire often reveals deeper truths through exaggeration. Soliloquy, a speech delivered by a character alone on stage, revealing inner thoughts, monologue speech aside. Hamlet's soliloquy, "To be or not to be," is world famous. Through her soliloquy, the audience learned her true intentions. The soliloquy gave insight into the character's dilemma. Superfluous, unnecessary, especially through being more than enough. Excessive, redundant, unneeded. He cleared the report of any superfluous information. Wearing a coat in summer seemed superfluous. She made superfluous comments that distracted from the discussion. Syntax, the arrangement of words and phrases to create sentences. Sentence structure, grammar, linguistic order. His syntax was awkward due to translation errors. Syntax rules vary across languages. Poets often manipulate syntax for artistic effect. Thesis, a statement or theory put forward as a premise or a research paper. Proposition, argument, dissertation. Her thesis on climate change earned top honors. The writer's central thesis was supported by data. He presented a strong thesis during the debate. Validity, the quality of being logically sound or legally acceptable. Soundness, legitimacy, accuracy. The validity of his argument was questioned. Check the validity of your visa before traveling. The scientific community challenged the study's validity. Vernacular, the language or dialect spoken by ordinary people. Everyday language, dialect, slang. He wrote in the vernacular to reach a broader audience. Her use of vernacular gave the novel authenticity. The speech was translated into the local vernacular, virtual, existing or occurring on computers or the internet, or nearly actual, simulated, online, digital. The class was held in a virtual environment. Virtual reality blurs the line between real and artificial. He was a virtual stranger to everyone there. Vocational, relating to specific trades or professions. Occupational, technical, career-based. She enrolled in a vocational training program. Vocational schools prepare students for the workforce. He preferred vocational learning over academic study. Colloquial, used in ordinary or familiar conversation rather than formal speech or writing. Informal, conversational, slang. He used colloquial expressions that made his speech relatable. The novel's colloquial tone captured the voice of the region. Her colloquial style made the academic subject more accessible. Connotation, an idea or feeling that a word invokes beyond its literal meaning. Implication, nuance, undertone. The word home has a warm and comforting connotation. Cheap has a negative connotation, unlike inexpensive. Her choice of words carried a subtle connotation of disdain, contrived, deliberately created rather than arising naturally, artificial or forced. Forced, unnatural, fabricated. The plot twist felt contrived and unrealistic. Her apology seemed contrived rather than sincere. They staged a contrived reunion for publicity.